Hello everybody, this is a tutorial for the S-Guard feature, which is the most important feature in this NETCURY security system. So please be patient and pay attention to this because this might be a little bit lengthy and might actually confuse you time to time, but I'm sure you'll be able to understand if you go just follow step by step, and if necessary just repeat the video as you desire. So if you look at this guard settings page, you should be able to see S-Guard, and there are two options for this guard. There's recipients and time. We'll get back to time, but let's go take a look at the recipients first. If you take a look at this, this settings is very similar to the ones that we had for end guard settings. So I don't think we have to explain all the details about this. It's very self-explanatory. So for example, if you're using a mobile phone as you listed on the membership information, you can either use a voice message alert or the SMS alert. It's basically the same thing as the end guard settings, including all these recipients section and a sent message section. The notable feature of this S-Guard system is that you can use either basic settings or user settings. But notice that these settings are individual and separate. So for example, if I enter this contact number 1, this contact number 1 is different from the one we have in user settings number 1 or user settings number 2. This means that you may able to have 3 different settings for your convenience. So you can freely customize in many different combinations. Basically the difference between the basic settings and the user settings is on this. On basic settings, you'll be able to send continuous SMS notifications once a signal is detected. In other words, once there's a signal detected, they will send SMS without it's not gonna stop sending SMS until you actually manually turn it off. We highly recommend you to use basic settings if you do not know a lot about details of this section, but just keep that in mind. You can make a lot of different variations and customize settings in this user settings 1 and 2. If you take a look at user setting, you can decide either you can send or do not send on detecting the first signal, and send once repeatedly or repeatedly. This air filter, we're gonna explain that further in a minute, and after redetecting in 30 minutes. Once again, very self-explanatory. But just to give a little bit more explanation on this, the warning alert is not sent upon the first signal. Usually it takes about 2 to 3 signals in a row to be recognized as a real alert signal. This is to prevent any errors that cameras might malfunction time to time. So that's what it says. If it's detecting the first signal, if in this user setting, you can actually make it to send an alert notification right away, as you desire, or in the basic settings, you just use it as it is. So let's go ahead and take a look at let's go back to the guard settings, and let's take a look at the time setting for S-Guard. So once you have set up all these basic settings, user settings 1 and 2, you can freely utilize these tools, these settings for each different day. You can also set a holiday as well. The purpose of this feature is to provide security hours for certain work hours or non-work hours. So for example, if your office work hour is from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m., you can deactivate the security guard only for that work hours, and you can activate the work hours for the remaining time. So for example, for Monday, So by clicking the drop down menu, you can easily set up the guard time. So let's say, oh, before we proceed to this, remember that please keep it in mind that the beginning of the day is 0000, and the end of the day is 2359. So that's 11:59, and this is 12 a.m. Okay, so for Monday, as I said, if the work hours is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., the guard time should be from 0000 to 9. But however, some of your employees might get into your workplace 30 minutes or an hour earlier. So I would set until 8 a.m. and your you'll be get out of your workplace by 7 if you allow yourself more free time. So 7, let's just say 7. So 7 till the end of the day, 23:59. And make sure you check these boxes as well. But however, you don't just work in Monday. You actually work in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all the weekdays. So if you want to copy these exactly the same time schedule, only thing you have to do is to click copy to every day, and you can already see that it's already copied to every day. Now, if you do not work for Saturdays and Sundays and then want to set the guard for 24 hours, you simply have to click this button right here, or just check the box, and you notice that these times are already changed for 24 hours. You can uncheck this box as well. And for Sunday, follow the suit. And for holidays, follow the suit. So this is how you set up the time schedule for your the guard. Now, let's just say that in the morning you want to send to a different recipients than in the evening. So let's just say you want to send this notification to Mr. Lee in the morning. That is set in the user settings, 1. If you want to send to a different person other than Mr. Lee in the evening, then just set up in the different settings in the user settings, number 2, or basic settings, it doesn't matter, and do that. So there, as I stated before, there are many different ways to set up this security setting, especially for S-Guard, and this is the most convenient feature about this NETCURY security system. So keep that in mind, and this is a very, very useful tool, so I hope this actually helps. Thanks.